Is Nikita Mazepin that bad? Let's find out. Well, he joined F1 at the start of 2021, just off the back of finishing 5th in F2, which is alright, I guess. He'd also done some inappropriate things, which I won't mention here, but if you know, you know. Anyway, back to racing. In F2, he gathered a bit of a reputation for, let's say, dangerous driving? And of course, he joined F1. Now, before he joined, a movement gathered trying to stop him getting that seat. But this was not going to happen because of his daddy's cash. Now, may I present to you a season recap for Mazepin in poem form. So his first race was 3 corners long, and after this his name was gone. Mazepin, the people called him. We all thought his future in F1 seemed pretty grim. Second was Imola, a track full of history, and the amount of times Mazepin spun was a mystery. Third we had Portugal, a pretty boring race, and unsurprisingly Mazepin was off the pace. Next is Spain, where Lewis won, and of course Mazepin spun. In Monaco, the hardest track of them all, he did well and barely scraped the wall. Now in Baku, his luck changed as the way he finished was rearranged. Nikita beat a Mercedes, which I'm sure got him all the ladies. France was uneventful, but Haas seemed quite resentful. Styria was really subpar, and how Mazepin is in F1 is just bizarre. Austria was next, and what would you expect? It's Mazepin after all. I think I've lost all respect. Following up was England, and he came almost last, but we know this wouldn't happen because he's really fast. Hungary was next, where Ocon did well, and Mazepin's race of course was a bombshell. After the summer break we thought Spa would be better, but he didn't perform considering it was wetter. In Holland the Orange Army were there to cheer Max on, but Mazepin was in the wall after not too long. At Monza Daniel got a win for the McLaren team, whereas Nikita Mazepin crashing became a recurring theme. Now in Russia, Mazepin's home. He was 2 laps down. Oh no. Same thing happened in Turkey, and his driving in Austin was quirky. In Mexico we thought he would improve, but now even Haas fans disapprove. Lewis was lightning in Brazil, whilst Mazepin just made me feel ill. In Qatar he was beaten by Mick, while in Saudi he gave George a kick. So finally we have reached the end, where Nikita has yet to find a driver to befriend. His final race didn't go to plan, as that annoying virus got our man. So his first season in F1 wasn't great, was it? I mean, success is a matter of perspective. Maybe his goal is to be the worst ever. I mean, look at Eddie the Eagle. He became pretty famous for being pretty bad at everything he did. He even got a movie. Maybe we'll get a Mazepin movie one day. I mean, if he wanted to go down in the history books and he wasn't willing to put in the effort to win, this is the best way to do it. I mean, how many drivers can you name from like 40 years ago who didn't win races? I assume not many, because I physically can't. I can't think of any drivers other than, like, Niki Lauda. If you did enjoy that little poem thing I did earlier, please do consider subscribing and joining this little F1 community we're building here. It's really great to see you guys commenting on the videos, and I've been trying to respond to as many as possible. I love hearing your thoughts on all things F1. So if you want to join this community, subscribe, leave a like, share the video with other F1 fans. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything, so yeah, thanks. So back to the question, is Mazepin that bad? Well, the short answer is yes, and the long answer is also yes. I mean, money talks in F1. I mean, if you had a dad who was a billionaire and you wanted to be in F1, I'm sure you could pay your way through. I mean, if you ask any F1 fan, I'm pretty sure they will hate him, and even the likes of Ralf Schumacher are saying that Mick Schumacher deserves a better teammate. I don't think Haas will progress up the midfield with Mazepin still in the team, so I think he has to go. So yeah, that's the simple answer. Mazepin is that bad. Now Mazepin isn't a bad driver per se, he's just not F1 like standards. I think we've all seen the video of him pretty much crying when they were so close, I think it was Saudi Arabia, to getting a good qualifying or not being last. And then he just couldn't do it, which was actually really sad to see. And I do feel bad for him because I think he does get a lot of unnecessary hate. But I guess that is because of what he's done in the past, and I guess he can't escape that. But yeah, I don't think he deserves all the hate that he gets. But I also don't think he deserves to be in F1. But I guess that's something we have to live with. But yeah, I'm sorry to leave that on a bit of a somber note, but I'd just like to thank you for watching. I've been Connor, and
Gotta focus on yourself, on your faith, on your dreams, on your mind.